Zdravím všechny, co se na kanál, tady ze Stresa, vítejte u dalšího pokračování z našího dobrodružství Genshinu. A opět se připojíme k Lumině a jejím dobrodružstvím napříč Teyvatem. A dneska nás čeká další zívnutí. A velmi ospala, musí si víc přespat. A dneska nás čeká velmi velká věc, velký okamžik. A to, jak jste si mohli všimnout podle thumbnailu, který tam dám, nový kraj, nová oblast, nová země, nový stát, jakkoliv se to jmenuje, nebo jak to chcete říct. Čeká nás prostě nový svět úplně, ne, ale bude to takový svět sám o sobě. Takže se na to vrhnem a ještě než se rozejdem, tak jsem vsunul dvě určité věci, co se staly, 2 klipy. Klip první pro informaci pozývaní mě vždycky přeruší, vždycky zastaví. První klip je to, jak jsem začal tenhle quest omylem, protože jsem procházel tady kolem a portnul jsem se sem na tenhle teleport omylem a úplně jsem zapomněl, že ten quest začíná u tohohle teleportu a já jsem se tu chtěl portnout, protože jsem dohledával bedny, abych měl 100% některé oblasti a skoro všechny oblasti v Live už mám 100%. A jak jsem to 100%, tak jsem omylem to zaktivoval ten hlavní quest, což spustil cinematic, tak jsem to rychle spěšně nahrál a nějak to namluvil. Nějak tak jakože hodně narychlo. A pak bude klip číslo 2, což jsou nové defaultní outfity pro určité postavy. Samozřejmě ty předchozí, ty prvotní tam jsou pořád, takže mají dostat prostě outfit navíc, technicky vzato, ale jsou to v podstatě lehký redesigny těch outfitů, které vypadají ve výsledku úplně stejně. Prostě z 95% jsou stejný, ale těch 5% je tam něco jinak sem tam. Takže když si mezi nimi switchujete dostatečně dlouho, tak začnete vidět ty rozdíly a můžete mít teda ty outfity pro těch pár rozdílů, který si eventuálně všimnete, ale nic světoborného se neděje. Takže tím pádem třeba Jean už má 3 outfity. Defaultní redesign a ten Summer. To byl klip 2. A ty jsem vsunul teďkon. Ty už jsem mi vysvětlil, takže nebudete zaskočeni, co se vlastně děje. Takže půjdete na klipy a uvidíme se až potom. Are you okay? Why would I ever imagine your brother would be outside with the abyss? I'm feeling a bit better.
Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right?
Oh. That must be more than meets the eye, right?
He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
Thank you, Paimon.
Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
I still need to find that mystery god.
Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
I need answers from her.
Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animal and Geo-Archons. So, next...
Let's find the Electro Archon.
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
I'm sure there is someone we've met.
Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already.
Hey, we met her.
Let's see what she has to say.
Chapter 2 Prologue, Autumn Winds, Scarlet Leaves. A vítám vás zpátky u téhleté hlavní části po klipech. Takže to byly ty věci, o kterých jsem mluvil. A nyní, když už máme všechny tyhle ty věci z cesty, tak se rovnou vrhneme na hlavnější části a pomalu to budeme rozjíždět. Důvod, proč jen taková moje background maličkost, důvod, proč to dělám teď, je, že když se podíváte na Wish, tak ten končí za hodně brzo. Ten končí za 17 hodin 50 minut, takže poslední šance, jak dostat Jinkyua nebo Ganyu nebo Power Up na Yanfei. Všechny tři varianty se mi hodně zamlouvají. Takže poslední možnost, tak ji využiju rovnou. A ještě naposledy se splurgnu. Pravděpodobně jenom jednou, protože potom přichází update 2.5 nebo 2.6, myslím 2.5, který přidává postavu, se který se internet zbláznil, co já vím, tak nevím, třeba si ji našetřím, je to nějaká Jai Miko. Uvidíme, až se budeme procházet Inazumou, kdo to sakra je a jestli se mu bude zamlouvat. Takže to byla asi poslední nugetka informace a s menším catch-upem se můžeme rovnou pustit na věc. Takže uděláme důležitou věc. Nevygneme si quest. A jelikož vy jste to viděli před chvílí, ale já v podstatě ne, já jsem naposledy viděl před hodně dlouhou dobu, tak si to pročtu. Můžete se přidat. Path to the Storm. Ask Atsuko about the Hotel in Inazuma. After collecting your thoughts, you prepare for your journey to Inazuma. The way to the island is blocked by a veil of thunderstorms. So you need to come up with the means of traveling there. Yep. Ostrovní konglomerát Inazuma protektuje neprůstupná bariéra, která je ve výsledku šílený konstantní bouře. Takže moře na maximální rozbouření s tornádama, všechno možný, cokoliv, whatever. Takže se zeptáme na pomoc. Ty si zívneš. A něco jsem možná chtěl, ale už nevím co. Už to vyplavalo z mého mozku. A teď se budu cítit špatně. Ach je. Já takovou mimochodem, protože to se tam jednou měhla. Hned vedle, ano, je Mona. Je to přímo tamhle. Mona je jedna z těch, která má redesign. Který, myslím, říkali, že updatenou v pozdějších updatech, aby je měli ty charakteři, ty alternativní designy jako nový defaultní. Takže možná má, ale nechci se k ní přibližovat, protože jsem jí hold vybral příliš brzo a... Ne, teď už ne. A ještě to chvíli bude potrvat, než se k ní dostaneme. Mám ji naplánovanou ve svých Sacred Timeline. Taky jedna určitá postava dostane story pokračování Act 2. Že ty story side questy, jedna z inazumských postav dostane Act 2, takže další materiál, což vždycky velmi nadšenej. Tak se rovnou snesem do Harboru a vyhledáme tu určitou postavu, která bude mít velmi žádoucí informace. Ještě než jsme podstatě takový catch-up příběhový, že je v podstatě z poloviny pro mě. Tak to, co jsme posledně dělali, než jsme začali dělat tohle ty všechny věci, tak jsme odvrátili katastrofu s tím nabouráním toho létajícího fortressu do té příšery. Pak jsme se zúčastnili soutěže znovu postavení toho. Pak jsme potkali Dainsleefa a ten nám v podstatě odhalil tajemství Abyss Orderu a různých ostatních postav, a včetně sebe, všechno možný. Je tam hodně informací v tom díle předchozím, takže se doporučuji kouknout na to, kdy se to stalo. Je to docela zajímavý. Ten plagát. A poté, co jsme se s Dainsleefem dozvěděli Abyss Order a potkali jsme svého bratra konečně, tak jsme se o to víc rozhodli pokračovat dál. A ještě předtím, než jsme vyrazili, tak jsme oslavili novoroční lívejskou slavnost, Lantern Rite, což byl předchozí díl 49,5, protože dnešní díl je 50. kulatý. První Inazumský díl mi vyšel na kulatou 50, což jsem velmi šťastný, že mi to tak vyšlo. Pak mi došlo, že Lantern Rite vsuvky jsou tak dlouhý, že to nebude ani vsuvka, ale celý samostatný díl, a to stěží, protože ten raw materiál má tak 6 až 9 hodin. jako dá se tam hodně vystřídnout, ale já prostě udělám půltej díl, když budu muset. Protože kulatej 50. díl je prostě too good. Ještě se na jednu věc podívám, a to nás prndám. Je 40, výborně. Jestli se dostal do Inazumy, což mi prozradí, jestli se vyleval postavit na 20 nebo 40. Což odpověď je no. Ale už má stejný word level jako já, 40 až 45. Já se ho downranknul za 45 a 50 na 40-45, protože chci fightovat monstra, který mě nedonutějí grindovat. A jelikož je zrovna offline, tak si pro immersion dám ten nick zpátky na její jméno, aby jsme měli lepší immersion. A tamhle to je Atsuko. To je moment, na který jsem sám dlouho čekal, a máme tolik inazumských postav, jako třeba tu slečnu, kterou jste mohli vidět v každém souboji, v podstatě, který jsem podstoupil. Která prostě až budu mít na ní materiály a budu postavy, jako je ona, prostě vylepšit na ty mega levely, který jsou už... Ona je na 40 a už tak je stejně efektivní jako třeba Barbara na 80. Tak jako jak bude ona efektivní, když ona bude na 80, to bude úplně něco jiného. Já to se hrozně těším, jsem hrozně nervózní. Jdeme na to. Konečně Inazuma. Když jsem tu jednou šel při tom Lantern Nightu možná, nebo někdy v minulých dílech, tak jsem se bál, že to bude triggerovaný oblastně, ale musíte si s ním přímo promluvit. Wow. A tady je ten boatman, který pluje tam. Já jsem ho jednou hledal, ale nechtěl jsem to zaktivovat tady, tak jsem hledal všude možně a on je doslova tady. To je sviďák. Anyway. Here we go.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local.
Don't worry. Neboj, tebe právě hledáme.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Jo, jak se dostaneme k tobě domů?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
Měla tu incredibly small chance.
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
Možná víme všichni kdo, ale někdo tě našel?
That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
To možný.
Horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival.
Rito? To jsem viděl v nějakých event questech, že potřebují nějaký Rito plan. Takže to je nějaká signifikantní věc, to udržím v paměti.
Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree.
Oh.
They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
I have a compelling reason. I have a compelling reason.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
But they have Rito, right?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way.
Seems like the only option.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
Yeah. Captain Beidou a capital ship The Alcor. A my ji dokonce vidíme už odsud. Nevím, jestli by tu neměli předat nějaký nastavení mlhy, protože doslova, když jste na správné pozici, tak když jste třeba na správné hoře nebo dostatečně v dobrém úhlu, kdy ty výškový mraky vám nezakrývají tu vizibilitu, tak doslova můžete vidět prostě třeba z vršku tamtý věže, tohoto paláce tam nad mojí hlavou teďkon. Můžete vidět Mondstadt a Leeway Harbor skoro na jedné obrazovce. Prostě se jenom kousek pohnete doleva a doprava, prostě vidíte celou dosávadní mapu prostě přímo na dlani. A já mám pocit, že to je mnohem dál, než prostě jenom na obzoru, tak 2 kilometry odsud. Jako v herním reálu to asi je tak daleko, ale prostě ten svět působí jakože je mnohem větší, než se zdá. Jakože to, co já vidím přes obrazovku jako metr, je ve skutečnosti třeba 20 metrů. Takže jenom projít celý Mondstadt třeba od zhora až dolů by mělo trvat třeba prostě hromadu času, ale já to zvládnu prostě během pár minut nebo půl hodiny. This thing. Jo, já už jsem tam byl, ne? Yep. Zlatý sidequest. Díky jednomu krásnému sidequestu, který jsem udělal předtím, tak se můžu portnout. To vypadáš taky jako Inazumský možná. Anyway. Discussing things when all of a sudden Lumina approaches. Kaedera Kazuha.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you?
Oh.
The one who fought against the Fatui and Osile, right?
Yeah, Lumina. My reputation precedes me.
Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey!
Floating thing.
It's not floating thing. It's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
Huh?
Ooh,
The
the
fragrance of what
stars.
now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Teď jsem si vzpomněl, protože jsem rewatchoval nějaký questliny z minulosti. Razer nám taky řekl, že máme smell po větru a hvězdách. Takže tenhle týpek a Razer oba dva řekli, že máme zápach hvězd. Což je docela zajímavá shoda.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
Is this guy a bard by any chance?
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Well, I can't argue with that. Okay then, once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Wow.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Moi?
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
Okay. Well, I don't have a vision, but
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue.
vážně reference na ten film. To je jeden z filmů, který jsem jako malý viděl. Si pamatuju, že se tak jmenoval Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. V češtině myslím se jmenuje Tygr a drak. Prostě zajímavá kulturní vsuvka, kterou ne každý pochopí.
And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Yeah, Steve. But
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
why doesn't it have a master?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains.
To je zajímavý, to je vlastně pravda. To mě nikdy nějak nenapadlo. Co když ten, co má tu vision, zemře a ten jeho vision zůstane, protože je to objekt? To je dobrá otázka, on nám to řekne. The light will fade away.
As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
A vision is of no use to me.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to
Go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
Sure.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I
Hey.
couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
I'm not worried.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Yes, me know. The Gathering Storm. Navigátorke. Hello. Previous navigator. What about Leviathans? Marine biologies are so bad and deep beneath the waves. I saw them because I heard the cabin by slew I saw. More's the pity I haven't seen the actual with my own eyes. I saw the sailors who saw them like a giant antennae. Was that true or not? And there goes maybe do that drink. Interesting. Třeba sem. You know what? Mám nápad, jak si to ulehčit. A mně se přijdete. Tak, Mona, haha, je zpátky. Tohle je nový redesign. OK, já jsem čas kouknout a dál se nedozvíte, jak je to jiný. Done.
sign up. Let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters.
Už tam vidím starý lidi. A jelikož to bude the real shit, tak si vezmeme zpátky Lumininu grupu, která je víc schopná, s Dilukem. Jsou v podstatě normální lidi, kteří prostě umějí se zbraněma.
Hello, are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
We just want to take a look around first.
Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Former runner-up?
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Sounds impressive.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them. And hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
But for
Okay.
us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Thanks for letting us know, Paimon.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Damn. Jako jej tak 16, ale no tak damn. Takovej trash to... Nebo Lumino, jsem plně za tebou, si nezasloužíš, aby k tobě mluvili takhle. Tenhle vypadá celkem sklesle, anebo klidně. Ten byl určitě víc normální.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
Oh no. Tenhle hlas ne.
If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You
To
better
všichni
believe
víme.
it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Do you want to become an adventurer? Nebudu prezumptivní, protože jeho hlas nevypovídá o hrdinství. Jeho hlas vypovídá o oportunismu, což je něco jiného.
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing, a vision.
You have so
Jasně.
much self-confidence.
Are you a renowned fighter?
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood.
Tady dámu a staříka.
Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
Jseš jako Byakuya, vole. To je úplnej Byakuya z Danganronpy, vole. I'm sure you have.
I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today. Now then, If you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Doufám, že jo, a že to prostě neskipnu. Že by bylo zajímavý něco takového vidět. Jestli to bude prostě nějaký treasure hoarder stylový placeholder, tak jako mě naštvou. Hello. Hello, you two.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Tyjo, že to jsou oni, vole. Nebo že ten master je tenhle, ten týpek. Já jsem ho myslím potkal, nějaký Gentry nebo Gentry of Hermitage nebo tak nějak, nebo on se nějak má chajdu osamocenou někde prostě v Liyue a je tam sám a myslím, že tam měl nějaký týpky. O cože to jsou oni?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
Lingshan clan?
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him.
Jo, jasně, to je definitivně o co jde.
To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
Jo, jasně.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Whoa, is that possible?
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
Že by Jinkyu udělal pokrok?
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
There may be other reasons.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
From as far as they will even come from as far as Bayview to throw money down on this. Can't fault you for trying.
See you in the arena.
Ach jo, oni...
To recap, we're up against an
Wait till I
inflated
scam.
ego. Some gullible guys pay way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Yep.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on,
Ew.
let's go sign up.
Jo, prostě oni fakt tam dali scam. Já se to najdu na mapě, protože to je... by to měl být visible ten barák. Myslím, že byl nějak v těch úžinách. Prostě někde tady v tom regionu to bylo. Myslím, že je někde tady. Třeba jak je někde v tom Midland regionu mezi tady těma horama, prostě někde v nějakým jednom z těch mnoha údolí. Prostě tam je ten barák s tím a tam je ten týpek. Protože jsem s tím mluvil, když jsem občas prožil, prostě on to zní jako, že je to scam. Prostě vás prostě obere o peníze, že to není pro každého, dej mi money.
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name?
Lumina! Yep. I'm Lumina.
Wait, aren't you?
Yep.
Did I hear that right?
Lumina?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though?
Nope.
Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Yep.
It's
Correct.
Really her.
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get an autograph later.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
I don't have a vision.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osail, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Něco, co bude relevantní. Něco, co bude nejvíc... jako, něco, co lidem toho řekne nejvíc. Jako podle mě jako moc lidí ani neví, že Fatui mají harbingery a i kdyby, tak jako jak moc jsou silní a jak moc to znamená. Což je, i kdyby to bylo to nejvýznamnější, tak lidi to nebudou tak pobírat jako wow, spíš jenom OK. Dvalin je na tom podobně, ten je na tom trošku líp, ale podle mě je to stejná věc, jako mnoho lidí neví, že Dvalin je drak a že je to jeden ze čtyř větrů Mondstadu a že je to nějaký ten příslušník Barbadose. Takže to jen taky moc neřekne. Ale jak jsme mohli vidět a prověřit si na vlastní kůži při naší výpravě s Noel, když jsme si spolu udělali výpravu do Liyue Harboru, tak mají velký povědomí o Knightech z Mondstadu, takže to bude perfektní věc, kterou tam referencnout. I'm also the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius.
Yeah. Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited
samozřejmě.
to, Storm Terror Dvalin and Fatui Harbinger Child.
Whoa.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot.
Damn.
Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Ať to byla kohokoliv, tak byl si Inazumi, protože má Inazumský ribbon around.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beidou promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beidou must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
Proč by někdo chtěl do regionu tak nebezpečné jako Inazuma? Možná hrdinka, která zvládnula všechno, co jste slyšeli a možná ještě víc, o který jste neslyšeli. Legenda, která prostě už spenuje celý Mondstadt a celý Liyue. Možná tahle osoba?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beidou in advance then?
I'm just not interested in visions, that's all.
Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey,
Sure.
Paimon's thinking thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament.
Jestli mi to zavaříš, Paimon, tak tě z tebe udělám jídlo.
Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
Makes sense.
All right, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
I'm ready.
Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Není to za mnou? Nebo to je víc úctyhodný? Nope, je to
Our
za mnou.
next competitor is
Yeah,
seen by
Vejta.
many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now.
You? You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with?
Eh,
Well,
I'm
now that
done
we
with
won,
him.
Let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I'm done wasting my time on you. Tady takových motýlů si pozbírám s dovolením. Hi. A
I
ty
knew I
prejzy.
wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite.
Prostě tam bylo na prejzu, ale byla dobrá. Tohle si definitivně budu rewatchovat, protože to bylo nádherný. Prostě jak všichni, wow. A prostě jak už jsme tak slavní, že prostě lidi mají tuhle ten reakční level.
So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Jo, dokonce jsem se i snažil, aby to co nejvíc stylový.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right,
Wow.
then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
I didn't know I was so popular.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm
Maybe.
putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
Ten týpek, proti kterému jsem bojoval, je jeden z možná z těch lepší, nebo minimálně v průměru uprostřed. A toho jsem doslova dal asi na 2 salvy.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Huh. To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
After a long wait, your opponent in the semifinals is finally decided.
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
Yeah, nepráskám vám.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time.
Oh, really?
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior.
Na poměry civilisty? Jo.
You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
I haven't forgotten why I'm here.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the...
Yes, me now. Well, Johan, who's mine next?
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
Ooh.
I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Že by někdo infiltroval ten clash. Jako bylo by to zajímavý, ale jako proč? Jako na druhou stranu je to docela významný, takže kdyby to někdo získal pro někoho dalšího, tak by to mělo smysl pro nějaký ty temné organizace světa.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
I'm ready.
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Kolem tebe budu dělat kolečka. Just because I want to. Já, on je ten brut z těch treasure hoarderů. Ty mě serou, protože ty nic moc nedělají, ale ty dávají knockback, takže ty, co něco dělají a nevydrží, mají příležitost. Yep. Používaj stejný únik jako no tak. To jste tam nemohli zaprogramovat.
It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
You fought very well yourself.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
Ty to říkal.
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
To je pravda.
So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow. Now that's true strength talking.
Yeah.
If you have the chance
On je
in the
dobrý.
future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
So will I.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
Oh.
So don't get too cocky.
Takže tady je se drápolka rovnice.
Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Vážně potřebujeme něco zjišťovat?
It's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
Yeah,
I myself
I
was
know, right?
eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Kdyby to anime bylo prostě o tomhle, o téhle hře, jako a dělal by jako v tom anime potenciálním tenhle ten tournament arc, tak by to bylo mnohem zajímavější, kdyby doslova ignorovali Luminu a dávali pozor na všechny ostatní a měli jejich sílu jako standard. A ne Luminu, která tam prostě přijde. Totálně srovná všechny do X. Prostě... co ty, hlupáčku?
But where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
How did your match go?
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Aw.
I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, all right then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Třeba to bude právě on. Pak je to F, ne myš.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. And it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
Yeah, very observant.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
It sure is.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
Better to be safe than sorry.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence
To
is
já
an
v podstatě
essential
taky.
part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Logický deduction.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Sure. ...230 metrů? Si to trošku přehnal, ne, Kazuo? What the fuck? Jej. Tak daleko. A znovu u kempu, kde jsou fotuly. I'm here.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
No wonder you didn't bring this up at the arena.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Yeah, but how did you know?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
A taky true.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
Sure. All I did was touch the statue of the seven. You can do it. You're not gonna get anything out of it. I touched the statue of the seven.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learn to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's thanks to Paimon's knowledge.
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind.
Wow, really?
It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Fair enough.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Oh.
Windblade.
Na to si dám pozor. Mrňousové půjdou do killu. Může se pálit. And boom! Oh. Ty určitě všichni přišli na zavolanou, prostě sami od sebe. Superconduct a Electrocharged. Nope, žádnej ice nebude moci zmrazil svýho kámoše. Lol. A jak už jsem čárnil tohle, takže už jste koncích. Yeah. Well, that's it, Mr. Man.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you.
Thank you. I will not underestimate him.
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
Má od Venty tu anemo.
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions.
To je hodně důležitá filozofická otázka. To je ta hlavní filozofická otázka, bych dokonce řekl.
My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters.
Protože to je důležitá otázka, kterou si všichni kladou. Z jakého důvodu bohové někomu dají vision? Protože je ho silnej? Protože má dobrý ruce, dobrý svaly, nebo dobré srdce, nebo prostě probudil sílu v nouzi? Nikdo neví.
For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
I am indeed in the dark, so please enlighten me.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the
Damn.
outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself?
Ooh.
Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
Not sure. It was already a long time ago now.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Oh, sure. Let's go together.
Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Třeba ji někomu věnuju. Protože buď ji někomu věnuju, anebo ji daruju tomu druhému.
Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first.
Ne.
Everyone, listen up. Your attention, please.
No, vyhraju defaultně, ne? To je taky pravidlo snad.
We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. This is the final match. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last the 2 finalists have emerged.
Lumina a Motio.
Now I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face.
Wow, ten smile.
Liyue's traveling hero!
Lumina!
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived.
Já přísám, jestli to byl nějaký Harbinger, nebo Fatui, nebo nějaký agent Abyssor 2, já přísahám.
Come on? What could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals.
Wait. Like in previous rounds?
Apologies! Everyone just sit tight!
Maybe they got the match time mixed up?
They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Je to doslova metr. Beidou stála tady a on tady. Je to doslova tak 2 metry od každýho. No tak. Tak je ta announcerka tam není.
It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
Třeba ta, co nad tím stála, která tam teďko není?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beidou.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
My opponent was a no-show anyway.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Má loď?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Wait. Is to skandal? Jo, je tu!
It's my fault that the vision is missing. I should have kept a closer eye on it.
Dobře, takže ona to není, ona je doslova přímo tady.
Though Captain Beidou says she doesn't blame me, I can't help but feel guilty inside.
Zkontrolujeme si to. Jediný, co zkontrolují, jsou relevantní charaktery, který nám byly oznámený, protože ostatní to může být doslova kdokoliv, odkudkoliv a všichni vypadají jako generic civilisti, který potkáte v Liyue. Tady ti ani nemají jméno, tady je ten týpek 1, tady byl ten týpek 2, to je ta, co hlídala ten artefakt. A ten týpek 3 tam chybí a ten týpek, co tam před chvílí byl, ale teď tam není.
I was really looking forward to the final match.
Čeknu crime scene, jestli někdo něco neviděl. Nebo někdo nemá nějakou zajímavou větu.
Word is the prize has been stolen and that the final match has been postponed. I can't believe it.
Who would dare steal from the Crux fleet?
Zase ten motýl se mezi tím respawnul, vážně. OK, takže pan Dokonalý chybí předtím a jeden z těch bratrů zmizel a ten druhej, co tu na chvíli byl, než taky zmizel, mu dal nějaký odůvodnění, který jsme neviděli na vlastní oči, takže to se nedá říct. Takže pokud to bude někdo, koho jsme viděli, tak jeden z těch dvou. Protože ty tu doslova byli a pak nebyli.
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
Fetui!
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly. The winds are guiding us forward.
Ah, there you are.
Is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an
Oi.
ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Fituje agent, který tam prostě byl just for fun, Abyss Order týpci, který tu jsou asi taky just for fun. A tam jsou Treasure Hoardři, který tu jsou možná taky.
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Ne, D-Luke se o to postará. Můj kamarád z Monsteru, který se mnou přišel. And let me finish this. Boom. A jak ty házíš ten omelet, ty ani nejsi odolnej. OK, vyřídili jsme jejich cover grupu. Takže teď už jen ho doženeme. Get back here, you won't get away with this. Wait, kazdáky tam byl jeden. No. Jaký Riti the Favorer nebo něco takového? Jsem to nepřečet.
You caught up with me?
Fade the Flyer.
How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist.
Damn.
Namely speed, stealth, and style.
Damn.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters.
Ah.
I fought my way to the finals and...
So I won.
So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
You got nowhere else to run now. Just give it up.
Drat. This should have gone differently.
Though there will be consequences if you resist any further.
I know an empty threat when I hear one.
If you give up the vision, we'll let you go.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
What?
You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, we don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
What are you trying to do?
And you know what? Nepoužiju žádný elementy, když technicky za to můžu. To bylo milé.
Just a temporary
Setback. Jsem ho totálně srubal na zem.
No. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Treasure the flea leaves in a frenzy.
Huh? He doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision, but unfortunately, nothing happened.
So you were planning this all along, huh?
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
I'll try.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
Będziesz besmej dotkli.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Why are you so attached to this vision and rekindling it?
What's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
A taky tím končí pravděpodobně.
He was
Yes.
once a good friend of mine.
Yes.
One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered.
Oh.
It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it.
Jeho
There will
bratra?
always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne.
Okay. To je
A
hodně blbý.
solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Damn. Tak to je to bylo hodně Wow. To bylo nádherný. To bylo hodně drsný. Jako sympatie jdou k tobě. A jako rozhodně naplno. Ale bohužel musíme pokračovat, ať je tvůj příběh jakýkoliv. Snad to bude pro tebe dobrý.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned.
If you need to talk more, I'm here to listen.
Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
Wow, tak to byl hodně dobrý příběh. Vždycky, když udělají nějaký cinematik, tak je to dobrý. Je to vždycky ale hrozně rare, prostě witnessnout nějaký takovýhle cinematik, takže... Jo no, tak má se vrátit zpátky, což je takovou štreku. Takže půjdeme odsud. OK, to je další moment, který si definitivně rewatchnu. To byl hodně deep. Hodně super příběh. Jako rozhodně to tam zní hodně drsně. A já doufám, že to bude minimálně příběhové, protože z hlediska gameplay to samozřejmě bude jenom další krajina. Ale doufám, že příběhově si to udrží tu drsnost, i když ta hra samotná vypadá jako pro mladší audienci. Já prostě doufám, že prostě ta neúprosnost, ta krutost určitých postav a ty military složky a toho Vision and Decree, že to se zachová. Wow. To bylo dobrý. Baiwen! Hello.
The evidence speaks for itself. It's no wonder Lady Ningguang was so concerned with the security of this area. I doubt even Captain Beidou will manage to come out of all this unscathed.
Hi.
Huh? Did Beidou leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems
Okay.
that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
So that means you're out there in Zuma now?
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
No, pořád je tu Snežnája, která jakož to byla jedna z prvních introducnutých a jakož tam tu jsou ty Harbingeři, tak to bude mít docela hodně velký hype, takže já jenom doufám, že to udrží a obstojí ten hype a že to nebude hodně velký zklamání. Prostě jenom jedna velká Dragonspine area. Chapter 2 Prologue complete. Autumn Winds and Scarlet Leaves. Což dává hodně velký smysl na kazu. The Crux Clash Champion Medal. Do we have it? Yeah, v skutku. The Crux Clash Champion Medal. A medal awarded by the organizers of the Crux Clash. It is proof that you are the undisputed champion of this tournament. But it is not so much the duels you experience that you will look back on. Rather, it is the story of a vision and the pursuit of ideals. Já jsem tam vlastně měl Archaic Stone. Si říkal. Well, důležitý checknout. Máme continuation, yep. Tenhle název už jsem, o tomhle názvu toho už jsem slyšel, protože hodně věcí určitých referencuje ty 3 akty. The Immovable God and the Eternal Euthymia. Setting Sail. Chapter 2, akt 1 ze 3. Nebo jestli to bude stejný, tak tam přidají tajný 4. akt, který bude dělat continuation, vždycky anuální, tyho Abyss Order věci. Co tam můžeme ještě přečíst? Ask Catherine for information on going to Inazuma. Okay. It has been a while since you struck an agreement with Beidou to go to Inazuma together. You decide to check on how things are progressing. Okay. Já udělám jednu důležitou věc, protože to bylo... Jinak nevím, jak to bylo dlouhý a bylo to něco, co jsem nečekal, že to bude, takže tohle možná ještě kvalifikuje jako Liue, když... Slyšeli jsme hodně o Inazumi, byla taková Inazumská přípravka, takže to započítám. You know what, fuck it. Tohle je Inazuma, i když to... Tohle je v podstatě Inazuma v každém ohledu, kromě místa. Inazumský charakteři, inazumský lore, vision věc od inazumského týpka, prostě a Beidou, která nás tam hodí, s kterou budeme spolupracovat hodně. Prostě všechny tyhle ty různé věci. Takže já se podívám, jak dlouho to trvalo celý tohle a jestli už to budu muset ukončit. Tak se vracím s potřebnými informacemi, které jsem chtěl zjistit a obávám se, že bohužel nám došel čas. Už je to tak akorát, aby to nebylo příliš velký, jinak bych to můj počítač už neutáhnul, kdybych to musel renderovat a uploadovat příliš velký. Takže už to tady bohužel budeme muset ukončit. Byl to konec konců prolog na Inazumu, takže dostali jsme Inazumu, ale ne úplně. Ale udělali jsme potřebnou přípravku, protože když byste si vzali, co všechno musíme udělat a co všechno musíme podstoupit, aby jsme se tam dostali, tak je velmi logický, že jako budeme muset nějak zjistit a nějak si to zařídit. A všechno to zařizování jsme teďka udělali, takže příště už bude definitivní Inazuma a definitivně budeme cestovat. A jestli bude nějaký cinematik na cestování lodí přes rozbouřený moře a jak se tam meleme na palubě, tak to bude hodně dobrý. To bych i čekal, rád bych to uvítal. Že to bude taková unikátní věc, tak bych nějak cinematicky rád viděl tu bouři, která tam je. Protože takhle, když se kouknu z dálky, tak tam není absolutně nic. Takže to bude všechno a jelikož je to konec dílu, tak dodržíme tradici. A hodíme si ten wish. Protože i když technicky za to jsme neudělali tu Inazumu, kterou jsem myslel na začátku, že budeme dělat, tak limitovaný wish, který za chvíli odejde, pořád zůstává. Takže si naposledy půlnem na zdejší partu, včetně samotné Beidou, se kterou jsme se potýkali v dnešním questu. A jelikož mám 50 bólů tady a 35 tady, tak bych si mohl dovolit 2, kdyby to bylo příliš beznadějný. Asi dám rovnou i ten druhý sem, protože why not? Nebo je co, kdybych tam měl dát ten druhý, tak ho dám sem. Protože vzhledem k tomu, jako jaký tam postavy budou v tom dalším, tak bych si mohl nějaký ty schovat na tamto. Takže, kdo ví. Anyway, čas tiká, už jenom 16 hodin 19 minut. Za chvíli to bude fuč, tak i když sice nedostaneme Ganyu, která je hodně pěkná a používá luk, co jsem si zjistil, tak není nutné, nemám zapotřebí, abych si ji montoval do týmu. Když obdržím další Yanfei nebo Jinkyu, tak budu rád. Jestli dostanu dvakrát Beidou, tak už fakt někoho šléhnu. Takže here we go. Tenpole. Boom. A First Megalak se nekoná, takže 5-starový nebudou. Tak samozřejmě, že nebudou. Proč by taky byly? Taky zajímavý, že 5-stary většinou padají na hned první. Okay. Takže jestli tam bude Baidu, tak ani nebudu dělat reakci, protože to na ní si nevysluhuje reakci. Number 2. Číslo 3. Číslo 4. Číslo 5. Číslo 6. Číslo 7. Yes! Je to tam. Jedna z posledních postav, kterou nemám, kámové. Jinkyu, neboli Sing Chao. Myslím, že se jmenuje. Konečně ho máme. A tak si doplňuju svoji sbírku o další postavu, takže můžu doplnit svoji všeobsahující sbírku 4-starových charakterů a že opravdu mám v podstatě všechny, které existují. Kromě jedný z Inazumy, ale to jsem ještě nepůloval tak hodně, protože jsem se ještě tomu vyhýbal. A neměl jsem v tom ten systém, takže tam jeho tu plavala. Ale v podstatě kousek po ní jsem to začal brát vážně, takže všechny od té doby jsem získal. Kromě toho Garoua, nebo jak se jmenoval, ten prostě mi nepadnul, aniž jsem pulnul 5krát. Well. Jo, já jsem měl skip, whoops. No, bylo mi jasný, že nic dalšího nepadne. Jako co budem. Rovno vyzetnu shop. Když udělat za 14 dní, to všechno, takže dobrý. Jo, tady akorát máme, takže bada bing, bada boom. Máme zase rovných 40. Takže se rozloučíme s Ganyu, Plenilion Gaze. A počkáme si na Inazumu a Inazumskou možnost rewardy Jai Miko. A uvítáme novýho kamaráda. Singcho. Guhua Geek. A young man carrying a longsword who is frequently seen at the book booth. He has a chivalrous heart and yearns for justice and fairness for all. Vodní swordsman, který je šíleně pomalej a jeho cooldowny jsou šíleně dlouhý. Takže nevím, jak moc bude useful v jakýmkoliv případě, ale... Sure, já ho vylevluju. Ten první Ascension stejně není vůbec náročný.
The cause that so inspires me would remain confined to the pages that extol its virtues.
Sure. A díky tomu jsme dostali další kuličku. Jaký vůbec má věci? Další ocean. Další oceán, už vole. Tohle bude nadlouho. Ty máš single sword. Konečně někdo, kdo má single sword. A prozatím ti dám třeba ten rankor. Ten dává damage a damage je klasika. A stejně jako je tradice si v podstatě asi naposledy na hodně dlouhou dobu dáme čtecí okénko novým charakteru, protože všechny ostatní, co nemám, pokud je nepřidají, což bude za dlouho pravděpodobně, budou všechny, co přidají nebo nemám, jsou 5-starový, takže ty se nebudou konat ani. Takže ještě jednou a naposledy. Guhua Style, což je unikátní styl, který má jenom on prastarýho klanu, který on revivuje. Fatal Rain Screen, jeho skilly už jsem si mohl ověřit protože jsme ho měli, myslím, v jeho questline. A taky jsem dělal jeho trial, takže vím, co se děje. Tohle je prostě vodní slash, který summonne vodní čepele, který něco dělají, že je to damage a vodní čepel, který dávají bonusy a regeneruje se ten skill šíleně dlouho. When a character takes damage, the rain sword will shatter, reducing the amount of damage. Increase the character's resistance to interruption. 20% of hydro damage bonus will be converted for additional damage reduction. The maximum amount of additional damage reduction is 24. The initial number of rain sword is 3. Takže se to dá constellationama zlepšit, kdybych ho dostal, což se neděje. Easier to slay the rain dragon than to sever the rain. A ultina Rain Cutter, což myslím při každém útoku se vysumunou čepele, který lítnou na nepřátele při každém útoku. Takže, ok. Initiate a Rainbow Blade Work and fight using an illusory sword rain, while creating the maximum number of rain swords. Rainbow Blade Work, your active character's normal attacks will trigger consecutive sword rain attacks, dealing hydro damage. Rain sword will remain at a maximum number throughout the ability's durations. The Way of the Rain Cutter is one of the esoteric secret techniques of the Gua sect. Passive key. Flash of Genius. When Xingqiao crafts character talent materials, he has a 25% chance to refund materials. OK, později zjistím, co přesně to je. A nebo jestli takových charakterů je víc. A teď pasivky na unlock. Hydropathic. When the rain sword is shattered or when its duration expires, it regenerates current character's HP based on 6% of Jinkyu's max HP. Takže 6% jeho HP je regenerováno postavě, kterou máte vysumnutou. To je docela dobrá pasivka. A když bude toho mít na 70. Blades emits raindrops. Jinkyu gets 20% hydro damage bonus. Takže damage boost. OK. Well. Fame Commerce Guild 9.10. Že je v říjnu. Hydro. V konci Fabulate textily. Constellation je svitek. OK. Well. Si někdy potom o něm pročtu a zjistím o něm víc. Zatím vypadá, že to bude možná dokonce defensivní swordsman, což by znamenalo, že budu mít konečně využití pro tuhle čepel. Cinnabar Spindle. Takže mu ji rovnou dám, doufajíc, že je to přesně to, co potřebuje. Jako má hned spálky prostě 300 defense. Když si porovnám se s těma charakterama, tak to je docela normální, ok. Siu jsem upgradeoval, takže když si to porovnám s Kajou, který je v podstatě na tom stejně. Má možná lehce nadprůměrnou defense, to je možný. Když jeho staty jsou velmi podobný Kajovi. Takže jenom vodní verze Kaji, která je pomalá, i když Kaj je taky pomalej, takže jsou v podstatě stejný. Anyway, stejně jako to dělám vždycky, se s ním rozloučíme.
For justice.
For justice. Se ho switchnem do party a rozloučíme se s ním, takže ho sem zapasuju do barev. A to ukážeme. podstatě jeho mezera na konci komba a na začátku, mezi koncem komba a začátkem dalšího komba. Zase je to miliarda motýlů. V podstatě jeho mezera mezi koncem komba a začátkem komba je mezera mezi každým seknutím. Což je neuvěřitelný, že prostě to fakt udělali. Co? Tady další motýl. Přímo před obličem. 20-sekundový refresh na to, což je jakože opravdu dlouho. Jako má to podobný damage snížení, jako má Noelin štít, i když ten to dělá trošku líp. Je vlastně takový celý zpomalený, jako kdybyste dali video do 0,75 rychlosti. Takže s Xinkyuem neboli s Qingshaem se tady s vámi už rozloučím. Já děkuji, že jste se dívali a omlouvám se za menší zklamání, že jsme se do Inazumy nedostali, ale to příště napravíme, takže děkuji, že jste dívali. A pokud budete spát, tak dobrou noc.